me just fix this. There we go. I'm doing the Goth Tag. It really doesn't help that I smoked cigarettes. So the first thing is, how long have you been goth? Probably about since the 6th grade. It's no more the 7th grade. 7th grade's when I started dressing goth. How'd you get introduced to goth? My parents listened to the music and, like all the starter pack. I'm holding this shit with my knees, by the way, so it's sideways-ish, diagonal. So my parents listened to kind of like all the starter pack goth bands, like Susie and the Banshees, The Cure, Bauhaus, Depeche Mode, Skinny Puppy. And I just kind of got into it through them. I didn't know it was goth music. I always liked walking past like Hot Topic and seeing them get like pierced in the window, and like the spiked chokers and the big demonia platform boots. And like on cartoons, I always liked like the goth character or like the punk character or the like bully character with like skulls on their shirts or whatever. So I started dressing that way around 7th grade. So, what subcategory would you put yourself in for goth or subgenre? I think it says. I wouldn't, because it's stupid. In high school, I would have said death rocker. But it's like if you want to dress like death rock one day and like Victorian another day, like I love Gothic Lolita. I don't own anything, but I love it and I would probably dress in it. Need to get like a nice wig and shit and be a proper lady. Probably get harped on for my piercings. But it's like just dress the way you want. If you want to dress Victorian one day, do it. And if you want to dress cybergoth the next day, do it. You don't have to pigeonhole yourself into these stupid little categories that didn't even fucking exist until like the 2000s. Angela has a great video on it where she talks about how like there was a piece of like every little subgenre in everybody's closet. Like everybody had something Victorian, everybody had something trad, everybody had something death rock, everybody had like something kinder whore. And so yeah, it's kind of my opinions on that. The fourth question, I think, was what do you dislike about? No, it was what's the basis of the goth subculture to you? And it's not a to me thing, it's not subjective, it's objective, and it's music. You can be wearing fucking khaki pants and a polo, and you're gonna be more goth than Jake Monroe and Toxic Tears because they don't listen to goth music. Sure, Toxic Tears throws in like One Sister's a Mercy song in like all her videos, maybe a Cure song, but I feel kind of the same way about like Snowy Lather. She never really talked about any bands except like starter pack goth bands, and it's like, I guess you're. I'm not gonna be too judgmental there, but if you don't listen to goth music, you're not goth. It's a phase for a lot of people. It really is. And I want to smoke my last cigarette, but I'm not going to. I hope my boyfriend's home soon with cigarettes. The next question was, what do you dislike about being goth? Honestly, like, the people. I can't stand people who pigeonhole themselves into one category and they're like only goth. That's it. That's all they like. That's all their friends. That's all they do is go to goth clubs. It's the only music they listen to is goth. Like, they have to dress goth 24/7. And I don't like it. And I'm like, goth is a subgenre of punk. It's a punk subculture. So, like, all these expensive clothes and stuff, like Killstar and shit, I'm like, fuck that noise. Just go DIY some shit. Go to a thrift store. Go get a fucking $2 shirt on Wish. Um, Maybe I should straighten my knees out. Oh, was the fifth question. Oh, what do your parents think about it? My parents don't care. Like I said, they got me into it. Why would they care? My mom doesn't like my septum ring, but that's not really like a goth thing, is it? Eyebrows or no eyebrows. I have little stubs of eyebrow, like, to here, so I know where to draw them on. I used to have no eyebrows, and I hated drawing them on every day because I hate going eyebrowless. Um, there's like probably a couple pictures of me out there eyebrowless with other makeup on, and it works for some people, like whatever. But I prefer eyebrows, like having them myself. If you like drawing on eyebrows every day, that's fucking cool, dude. Go for it. I don't care. Have fun. That's what makeup's about. Fun. Um, I think the next question was, what do you think about Marilyn Manson? I don't. I don't like Brian Warner. I think he's a hack. I think he's like teeny bopper music. And I just I don't know. I don't like him. I never have. The whole shock rock thing is just like a little silly. It's a little goofy for me. And honestly, like, people call me edgy, but like, you want to see edgy, it's your fucking idol, Marilyn Manson. He's edgy. I'm edgy too, but at least I'm self aware. He probably is too, actually. Um, hmm. What was the last question? Oh, yeah, what were your baby bat days like? I don't use the term baby bat. Oh, and Marilyn Manson's not goth, but that's been said a million times, so hopefully you fucking know it by now. Um, what were your baby bat days like? I think the term baby bat's fucking stupid, so don't use it. Same with elder goth. When I was a younger goth, I got made fun of a lot. I got, are you a vampire? Do you use Sharpie for your eyeliner? You'd be a lot prettier if you didn't look like that. Why do you dress like that? Do you listen to metal? Do you listen to Marilyn Manson? And um I'm friends with a teacher from high school still, and he told me that some teachers were like scared of me. I went to this really rich school. Like, I lived in a very poor area, but my parents got me as an out of bounds student because they didn't want me to go to school in this poor area. So I went to school in a very rich neighborhood, and there were no other goths and there were no other punks. It was like I was trapped listening to metalcore with some scene kids smoking weed instead of being able to like smoke weed to like Depeche Mode. Because they were like, what is this, like 80s music? It's old. And I'm like, you're listening to fucking Blood on the Dance Floor, dog. Like, just fuck off. Yeah, I hung out with scene kids. Um, and that was the last question. So, one more hit for the road, huh? And I'm thoroughly high. That good Colorado weed, am I right? So that's the end of this video. That was the Goth Tag.